A teenage boy was talking to his parents on the phone. They could hear his footsteps. They could hear his breathing. They could hear the night around him. For 47 minutes, they stayed connected. And yet, they never found him. He didn't scream. He didn't ask for help. He didn't say goodbye. His last words were only two. "Oh shit." Then the line went silent. His name was Brandon Swanson. He was 19 years old, and he vanished while his parents were listening. Brandon Swanson was a college student from Minnesota. Quiet, polite, responsible. He wasn't a troublemaker. He wasn't impulsive. He wasn't known for dangerous behavior. Friends described him as calm. His family described him as dependable. He had plans. He had a future. Nothing about Brandon suggested he would disappear. On the night of May 13th, 2008, Brandon attended a small gathering with friends. It wasn't a party. No chaos. No warning signs. Just a normal evening. Shortly after midnight, Brandon decided to drive home. It was a drive he had done before. A familiar route. Quiet rural roads. But that night, something went wrong. At approximately 1:15 a.m., Brandon called his parents. His voice sounded steady, calm. He told them his car had gone into a ditch. He said he wasn't injured. The car was stuck, but he was okay. He didn't sound scared. He told them he knew where he was, near the town of Lind. His parents got in their car immediately. They told Brandon to stay where he was. He agreed. What Brandon didn't realize was that he was wrong, very wrong. He wasn't near Lind at all. He was miles away, close to a different town called Taunton. A simple mistake, but one that would change everything. As his parents drove toward Lind, they stayed on the phone with him. They tried to locate landmarks, road signs, lights, anything familiar. Nothing matched. The more they talked, the more confused everyone became. Brandon believed he could see city lights. He believed he could walk toward them. His parents begged him not to move. But Brandon decided to leave his car. That decision marked the moment everything began to fall apart. For the next 47 minutes, Brandon walked through the darkness. Open fields, gravel roads, ditches, fences. His parents stayed on the line the entire time. They could hear his footsteps crunching. They could hear him breathing harder. They could hear the wind around him. He described what he was seeing. At one point, he said he was walking through water. Later, he mentioned climbing over a fence. His parents were desperate. They told him to stop walking, to stay where he was, to wait for help. But Brandon kept moving. He didn't sound panicked. He sounded focused, like someone who believed they were almost safe. At some point, Brandon's tone changed. Something startled him. His parents heard him react. Then he said it. 2 words. "Oh shit." The call disconnected. That moment became the last confirmed trace of Brandon Swanson. His parents called back immediately. No answer. Again, no answer. They drove through the area, calling his name, shining headlights across fields and roads. They searched all night. Nothing. When daylight came, police joined the search. They located Brandon's car. Abandoned. Stuck in a ditch. The driver's door was closed. The vehicle was empty. Brandon was gone. Search efforts expanded quickly. Hundreds of volunteers. Search dogs. Helicopters. Water searches. Fields were walked again and again. Rivers were checked. Ditches were searched. Nothing was found. No phone. No clothing. No sign of a struggle. No evidence that Brandon had gone anywhere at all. Investigators began forming theories. Some believe Brandon fell into a nearby river, disoriented, exhausted, unable to escape. Others think he may have collapsed somewhere unseen, hidden by terrain, missed during searches. There are also darker possibilities that Brandon encountered someone or something in the darkness. But no theory explains everything. Why was there no trace? Why was nothing found, not even years later? And why did Brandon sound calm, right up until his final words? What makes this case especially haunting is how close Brandon was to being saved. His parents were on the phone, driving, searching. If Brandon had stayed by his car, he would have been found quickly. Instead, he walked away. One choice, one decision, and then silence. Years passed. Searches continued. Tips came in. Sightings were reported. Some claimed they saw Brandon years later. Others believed they knew exactly what happened. None of it led anywhere. To this day, Brandon Swanson has never been found. No remains, no belongings, no answers. Only a phone call that ended too soon. Somewhere in rural Minnesota, a final moment remains frozen. A young man walking alone in the dark, talking to his parents, believing help was close. And then, oh shit. Brandon Swanson's disappearance remains unsolved. And until the truth is known, the call never truly ended.